Prepare for the worst, dug in deep, cause I emerged from the dirt. My nigga said you ain't the only one, but in truth, you gotta be the first, cause you can see the good and the bad, and you'll turn down the bad. That's a gift and a curse. I envy your will to be a better man in a world where better men don't even stand a chance on this earth. Bible talk, they told me that I could keep that. This how I lead the sheep where the sheep at, and pray that when the wolves fall through, the stomach's still full, so they won't eat that, which is mine. I really think I'm wasting time.
What's going on, everybody? First and foremost, my apologies on behalf of the KO Corner. We haven't been hitting y'all with a lot of videos recently. I've heard it from a lot of the fans, but we're back. We're back, and it's not going to be a layoff again. Just life, a lot has been going on, but we've never stopped watching. First and foremost, we're going to address the Lomachencko fight. I mean, pretty much everybody saw it. Lomachencko's one of the greatest amateurs ever. I mean, he has under 10 fights, but he's already talked about in the pound for pound debate. I love the guy as far as being a technician. The way he puts his hands together, the speed, the combinations, the movement, the head movement. We saw it all on display on Saturday night. It was a one-sided fight. It was just a pure, total domination. It was just a pure lopsided event, and HBO has taken a liking to him alongside Triple G, so they're going to push him higher than his ranking should be right now. He even commented on it. He basically told him, before you anoint me as pound for pound, at least let me fight some guys. But we know HBO, when they get behind somebody having an agenda, they push him to the forefront, Yeah, like I said, the combos are beautiful. His idol is Roy Jones, so he dropped his hands, showed off a couple times, cocked the fist back, and he put on a show, man. It was just beautiful. And they said it should have been stopped by like the 6th or 7th round. But it was great. It was a great fight. Of course, the problem with that, I love Lomachencko, but it's kind of disgusting how Rigondeaux, or Rigo, as we call him, is still overlooked. As great as Lomachencko is, I see him getting countered and rocked all night by Rigo, man. That's just me. And many other people see that too. They just overlook Rigondeaux so much. I mean, it's just, I know what the factors could be behind it, but like I said, that's for another KO Corner. The main event that night was Timothy Bradley versus Brandon Rios. I was looking forward to this for a minute, just to see how Timothy Bradley looked. Knowing he's working with Teddy, I wanted to see the changes that would be made in Tim. Everybody who knows me knows, I would get disgusted with Tim and disappointed, because Tim could box. I always said he could box. He looks beautiful boxing when he boxes. But once he gets hit second or third time, it becomes a display of manhood, and he just gets into the dumbest exchanges, tries to brawl. And the thing is, brawling is stupid in most situations, but especially when you don't have any power. He has a chin but no power, so he brawls, catches just concussion after concussion. And it's dangerous. A lot of people thought he was going to be shot because of the Provodnikov fight and just many other fights where he's had concussions and early in the fight and continued to get into exchanges mid-fight and late fight. So a lot of people thought the damage was just going to be too much, and he was going to be a shot fighter, and he was just going to continue to just test his chin and keep getting into exchanges. But surprisingly, Teddy he looked beautiful, man. Certain fighters, they find that magical trainer and it just clicks. For Miguel Cotto, it was looking like it was Freddie Roach. For Timothy Bradley, even though it's one fight in, the way he looked, he didn't start exchanging. I mean, it was in the 3rd or 4th round, I think it was. He started to exchange, but then he stopped. Teddy got on him in the corner, and he stayed boxing, putting shots together, moving side to side, going to the body, going to the head, just putting together shots, man, working the jab. It was just a beautiful thing, man. I was just in awe. I was just smiling, actually. And like I said, he bounced it. Like Tim could always box, but now he's putting it together. And Brandon Rios, I knew he was just going to keep coming because, like I said, Tim has no power. So the entire world was shocked by the stoppage. But I don't think Brandon has ever been stopped. And for a guy with no punching power, he only has 12 KOs out of 32 fights, 32 plus fights. For him to stop Rios. People say Rios quit, that's bull. That's bull. Because even with quitting, he was hurt. Rios would have still finished the fight, man. Rios, and he would have just said, I retired after if it wasn't in it. He got stopped. And it was many times he had got hurt. I noticed early in the fight. But he just didn't. He just kept on. He kept on pressing. But for Tim to stop him the way he did in such shocking fashion, man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And then Tim just got on the ropes like, what do you have to say now? Because that brother's been through a lot. He's wanted to kill himself. He's been on record as saying that he's had the world against him after the first Pacquiao win. Yeah. And this brother has one of the most underrated resumes. Me and Sandwich talked about it. Brother Kirk, shout outs. And Lad Clap. Two of the founding members of the KO Corner. We talked about this. Timothy has one of the most underrated resumes. And he gets no respect to this day. And it's sad. You know, he's in a situation with Bob Arum where he's not going to be treated the best. Of course, because you know how Bob Arum does. Slick fighters and slick, let's be truthful with the slick African-American fighters. We've seen what he does to them. You know, he calls them boring. As what he said with Rigondeaux, it's disgusting to watch him. He wants brawlers, just basically stupid brawlers. You know, high action fighters. He doesn't like slick, skilled technicians. You know, that's not what Bob Arum likes. But, yeah, seeing Tim just a whole nother Tim like we saw a whole nother Miguel. You know, in Desert Storm, man, things looking bright for this brother, man. I'm proud of him. I got a lot of love for him. And I hope this is a match made in heaven with him and Teddy. I hope it continues. Because he shocked the world. Everybody was in shock, but it was beautiful. There's a lot more fights coming up. Of course, we're going to do a special for the Cotto, for the Miguel Cotto, as we call him, and Canelo fight. Man, this is going to be a big one. Yeah, and we're going to also hit you with the card, the December 4th card, the December 12th card. I'm not sure, but that's a stacked one. You know, and of course, a special for the Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko fight. You know, but signing off. Like I said, this is the first one in a while, but we're going to keep hitting y'all with them. Our apologies. Much love. Shouts out to everybody. You know, peace.
Word about my people and all, they saying fuck me cause I was too determined to ball. But if you knew that you could fly, nigga, why would you fall? I'm feeling like LeBron more than ever. They giving niggas the praise, but I'm knowing that I'm better. So fuck a ring if it don't make me a great. Why you doing too much? I'ma do what it takes. I got a chip on my shoulder the size of a boat that a giant wouldn't even bother to hold up. Like Crystal, why you carrying this? Cause it ain't enough soul I could bury it with, and it ain't enough weight. That's the scariest shit. That means I was built for more. Trial and error, almost burst into tears when I saw my brother's kids. Like I